What's going on, guys? Trickster256 is here, bringing you guys a video in response to Dust.ass. I'm just gonna get right into it here, guys. Although Midnight Club 3 was the hit, although Midnight Club 3 was the game of like the year to me, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, there's just so much stuff I can get into. I can make a series on this one topic. Midnight Club 3, Midnight Club LA, Midnight Club 5, what they should do in this game. One of my main concerns is that Midnight Club LA just had one city. Rockstar, I want to see you guys make it more interesting. You guys only had one city. I'm really disappointed in that. I think that if you're even going to think about making a Midnight Club 5, I really suggest you guys make it multiple cities like you did Midnight Club 3. You got that, I love that game. Midnight Club 3 had San Diego, Atlanta, Detroit, and Tokyo. And even without the remix, it just had 3 cities, just like Midnight Club 2. And I think that that's very interesting. I think if you guys are gonna add another city, I mean, take out LA. All right, if we go back now, if you go back just a few, excuse me here. If I'm just looking this up real quick. If you go back a few years ago, Midnight Club 2 had about I think it was like 3 cities, and one of them were Midnight Club. One of them were Los Angeles. Midnight Club 3, Los Angeles. Midnight Club LA, Los Angeles. Long story short, guys, I'm tired of hearing about Los Angeles. Okay, I understand that Los Angeles is a really nice city, etc., etc. I'm just saying my personal opinion, guys. I don't want to see Midnight Club LA I don't want to see Midnight Club 5 have, you guys named it Midnight Club Los Angeles. I understand that when I buy the case, I know it's going to say Los Angeles. I know it's going to have Los Angeles in it. And I think you guys are going to, alright, Los Angeles is where it's going to all take place. You're probably going to start there, move up, and then for like the big finale, go back there, and then the game complete. We stayed in Los Angeles the whole entire game. The whole entire game, just one big city. Do you know how annoyed I was to just wake up, alright, I'm gonna try to beat this career mode. Oh wait, I gotta be in Los Angeles again. I want it to be more cities, alright? That was just the downfall. Why would you even make a city, a new game and have the same city you started off when in the beginning of the previous one? Think about that, guys. It does not make any sense. And when I'm saying no offense to Rockstar at all, this is just my opinion. You guys could care less about it. I'm just saying, some new ideas. I saw that Kevin suggested more cars. I'm gonna agree with that. Midnight Club 3 had about 100, and the remix had about, and that's the most previous one, which more than likely everybody's gonna have. That game had around 125 to 130 cars. When once again a downgrade from for MCLA, you guys only had around 60 to 75 cars to choose from. And alright, let's go deeper into this. Not only that, 75 cars, really, and then you guys had them so up to date. Like, think about the people who want to drive muscle cars. In Midnight Club LA, you can buy a muscle car when you're like almost done with the game in Detroit, and you can buy a muscle car Class D. You can upgrade it and it'll still say Class D. That thing will hit 200 miles per hour just like that. You got your nitrous, you got your you got everything else. You got your drift factor. And I'm gonna get on that in a second. Next, which just makes the car basically an exotic car. It can keep up with the exotic cars that are higher off in the game, if you know what I mean. In other words, the exotic cars that like F1, it can keep up with that if you have your nitrous fully upgraded, the body kits and all that. That stuff makes a difference, you know. And I think that was a downgrade. I also, alright, and another thing I think is a downgrade. Midnight Club 3 had the drift factor, it had the tuning, it had the friction base. This is for pro drifting your car. I mean, Midnight Club LA was just, you gotta do, right when I played the game, I tried to drift, I pressed start, went to options, I didn't see anything. The first thing I did was, I picked up my cell phone, I went on my YouTube app, and I searched up how to drift on Midnight Club LA. You gotta have a freaking statistic on your, in other words, you guys don't have the tuning for this drifting kind of category in the game, which everybody knows of that plays Midnight Club 3. They know of this. What I had to do, and I'm gonna be honest, when I had my Xbox, I think it was around last year, what I did was I bought a USB drive, I went on YouTube, and I learned how to mod the game, because I wanted to drift. And it's this like speed mod thing, and it's like kind of a drift mod that I downloaded from a thing called Modio. You guys don't know what that is, look it up if you guys are modders, it's really good. Anyway, I had to do that just to drift, which is kind of sad. I really expected a lot more. I expected a lot more from this game. And you guys didn't have that, so I couldn't drift. I had to go into my performance of the car, I had to fully upgrade everything. In Midnight Club 3, you didn't have to upgrade anything. You just buy the car, completely stock, go into arcade mode, tune it with your factors. Bam! You can drift the car. 100 miles per hour, drift it. Doesn't matter. Now you have to completely buy every single level, all the way up to the third level, except for your tires, sway bars, and there was one more thing which I'm forgetting. There's one more thing. I forgot what this other thing is, but you had to get that too. You had to leave those three things I just mentioned stock in order to drift, which is just, it's ridiculous. And some cars, Kevin said you can't drift with. Some cars you can. Midnight Club 3, if you have the skill, you can drift every single car on this game. Kevin, Dust That Ass is actually, if you guys don't know, the drift king of Midnight Club 3. Both of them, Dub Edition and Remix. But this make a difference. But he's the DK, and he drifted every car on that game. He drifted every car. He drifted the Scion, he drifted the exotic cars. He drifted the muscle cars, he drifted the luxury cars. I think in one of his tutorials, he said, when I was looking up his tutorials on MCLA, because he's also the MCLA DK for PlayStation for PlayStation 3, and I looked up his tutorials on his channel, and I think it said you can't drift the luxury cars. Are you kidding? Now we can't. Alright, not only do you guys not have now on this subject, not only do you guys not have enough cars, you can't drift any of these cars. And if you're gonna make a racing game, you're gonna have to have these three things. You're gonna have to have a good story. By story, I mean somebody coming from a different country, somebody coming from a different town, somebody just coming out of jail, something like that to make a good racing game. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need to be able to obviously drift the cars. Think about the people who came from Shift, who came from Need for Speed, who came from Grid. What do you think they're gonna say about this Midnight Club LA video? And they can't even post one. If not, they forgot. And all those games I just mentioned, people who come for those games are good drifters because they all had to drift in their career modes. All right. Think about them, And the final thing that I think you need are good cars. Obviously, you're gonna need good cars and a good performance category, which I think every racing game has that category with the engine, the exhaust, the nitrous, turbo, all that stuff. That's great. You guys did a good job on that, Rockstar from Nightclub LA. But I'm still upset. I'm very disappointed. I'm still disappointed. I sound like a school teacher just having a conference with my mom or something like that. I'm serious, guys. I was disappointed with that game. I think that if they're gonna make a new one, correct the things that I said. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I can think of right now? Because I mean, I think I really honestly touched everything myself. I mean, I didn't even think about making this video until Kevin, you know, I read his description, and that pretty much about explains everything. But I'm texting right now, sorry. But I think that if they correct those things, they'd make a really good nightclub, LA, and mostly the cities and the cars. And it just, I mean, everything I said were the main things. The online community, I mean, I can't even really. Only thing I can say is that what makes a good online community is the people who are in it. I think that if you go on MidnightCLub 3, the people, I mean, number one, it's only around like 100 people on a day. So if you get on there around, I think, say the good time to get on is around, I guess you can get on at 5:30, maybe find like a few, but if you get on around like 6 to 8, you'll find really good rooms. You'll find you'll learn how to drift it. I mean, it's just so much stuff you can do within the time that you're on this game. So I mean, you don't have a lot of people. This is what I'm getting at on MidnightCLub 3. But MidnightClub MCLA, you're on Xbox, you're on PlayStation 3. We're talking over around like how many people? We're talking millions of people. When I say million, I'm not just talking about 10 million. I looked at the bottom of the screen. It says around like 23 million. I mean, like 10 million people is just enough. And we're talking 23 million around like 45 million. And if you get on Skype, that's more people that want to live chat with each other that are on the game. That's more than how many people are on Skype a day, which is ridiculous. And I mean, so you're gonna have a lot of people. So I mean, the people can be dickheads or the people can be cool people. More than likely, you're gonna meet someone on there that you don't like. You're gonna meet someone on there that you are gonna have an argument with like every freaking day. And you're going to meet some people that, you know, are your friends. I mean, it's pretty much how you make it. It's pretty much how you look at the game. And another thing is, on MCLA, like Kevin said, you can't boot people. You can't. Only thing you can do is ban somebody from a quick race or whatever it's called. I haven't played the game in so long. You can only ban people or kick them from a race. It's not like you can kick them from a cruise lobby, because I mean, honestly, as a drifter, that's all I really do. I drag on MCLA, and I did a little bit of races. I mean, I modded the game, and on the Modio, you could like mod your money. So I mean, I put in like a bunch of money. I put in around like, I think it's like $3 billion. So money wasn't really a problem for me. So I didn't really race that much for money. And I mean, I was a good racer now, but I mean, money wasn't a problem, so I didn't race. I just dragged and drift. Like, that's all I honestly did. And I think that if you look at the game now, there's barely anybody on it. I mean, if you go to if you have it, go in a room right now and go to cruise. There's around like how many people? 10. On MidnightClub 3, there's only 8 in the lobby, and I'm talking all the lobbies. There's only 8 people in the lobby, but usually around the times that I just said previously, you have like 5 lobbies going on. And I mean, it's just a really downgrade. In other words, guys, MC5, what I want to see is more cars. I want to see more cities. You guys only had one city. Like, are you kidding me? One city? That's not. I want a game that has more cities. You know, I want to see more cars, more cities. I want to be able to drift, and that's just a big part of my racing games, is being able to drift, because it's just a fun thing to do. I mean, it's just my thing. Me and Kevin, I honestly think that we're just like the same about drifting. Not like he's way better than me on MCLA and Midnight Club 3. Regardless, I'm just saying we're the same about drifting. We both like to drift, and I think they should make that in there. But guys, that's it. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. And yeah, just you guys spread the word, get this known. I want to see some new things on MCLA 5. I really do. I mean Midnight Club 5, MCLA 5. Let them stop. I hope they don't make it MCLA. It's just one city. Stupid. But yeah, guys, rate, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys liked the video. Comment, like I said, and I will talk to you guys later.